Hi there, it's Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Next Level Success. Welcome or welcome back. Let's talk about something that's been silently sabotaging brilliant women for years, and that is achievement traps. Yes, I'm talking to you, the smart, capable, degree-holding, spreadsheet slaying, always helping, amazing, never sleeping high achiever who somehow still feels stuck. Let's be real. Smart women don't stay stuck because they're lazy or they're unmotivated or they're unqualified. We know none of that is true. They stay stuck because they're doing too much of the wrong stuff for too many of the wrong people. Now, before we jump into this juicy topic, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so others can find this information and level up their lives. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Being smart can actually be a trap. You're praised for being the fixer, the one who always figures it out, the one who says, I'll stay up late, I'll get the work done, the one who keeps it all together. And that validation, it feels really good until it doesn't, until it turns into burnout, until you realize the promotion went to someone with less experience, but they had more presence. Until you wake up one day and think, is this really it? Is this really what I've been working for? Let me break it down. Smart women stay stuck because they've been trained to prioritize perfection over power, likability over leadership, and busyness over boldness. They're so afraid of making the wrong move that they make no move at all. They wait for clarity instead of creating it. They mistake over-functioning for being effective. And what's worst of all, they shrink themselves in the rooms where they were born to lead. Because somewhere along the way, they internalized the lie that confidence in women is arrogance and boundaries in women are selfish. But here's the thing. Clarity doesn't come from overthinking. It comes from learning who you are and what you really want. Confidence doesn't magically show up one day. It's built from the tiny, messy, courageous actions that you take daily. And courage? Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is saying, I have fear and I still want more. Even when your voice shakes, even when you're not sure. Trust me, I get it. My whole life has been a series of wins and failures, then more wins, then more failures, then big wins, then bigger failures. But what I learned on my journey was that even with every failure, there was forward movement because I never stopped trying. I had to reflect on the failures or the bad decisions. Then I had to regroup as best I could. And then I had to make a few changes and then keep going. At times, it was agonizing. I had to move to different cities. I had to change careers. I had to cut people out of my life. I had to create boundaries with myself. I had to transform into a different person. So trust me, I get it. Now let's talk about you and how you can finally break free. First, you have to recognize the trap, the overworking, the overgiving, the constant self-editing. If you've been hiding behind humility, over apologizing, or waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder and give you permission to rise, here's the news flash. That's the trap. And I know this is difficult for some of you who may have had childhood trauma where you grew up having to be the parent, being parentified at a young age, being codependent, being around narcissistic adults, having to overperform just to get a little bit of attention. So I get it. Some of this you may have to sort out with a trained therapist. But the bottom line is, once you get to the root cause, it's going to open up a whole nother life that you never experienced before. Second, set boundaries that protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. Your time, your talent, your mind share, that's all currency. And you don't owe anyone unlimited access to you just because you're good at what you do, or just because they're your family member or a childhood friend. You have to be number one in your life. And I get it. If that's not how you were raised, or if you weren't shown that you were worthy or valuable as a child, unless you were overgiving for the adults, this is going to be tough. It's going to take some deprogramming, and it's going to take some reparenting yourself. And again, you may need to talk to a professional therapist to walk you through it. Do it. Whatever it takes, do it. Because setting and maintaining boundaries is where rubber meets the road. It's that important if you want to break free and live life on your terms. Number 3, and this is a big one, start taking up space. Speak up in meetings. Advocate for your ideas. Ask for the raise. Launch the thing. Pitch the client. Post the content. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about being seen, being bold, being honest about who you are and what you want, even if it makes people feel uncomfortable. This isn't their life. It's your life. Own it, and own it fully. Here's what I know. The smartest women I work with aren't stuck because they're lacking strategy. They're stuck because they're afraid to be seen in their full, unfiltered power. But when they stop dimming, stop shrinking, and stop waiting, everything changes. They get promoted. They launch businesses. They stop overfunctioning in relationships. They step into a life that finally feels like theirs. So if you're ready to stop being stuck in the cycle of almost ready, I'm here to tell you, you are more than ready. You've been ready. And now it's time to rise. If this is connecting with you and you want to get one-on-one coaching with me, I'm opening up some summer slots to take on a few new clients. Click my coaching Calendly link in the description to book a call to apply and see if we would be a good fit. As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified when I drop a new video. I hope you take care, and remember, stay empowered and keep going. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.